I just know Kevin Feige woke up extremely pissed today because we just got revealed our first look at Avengers Doomsday thanks to some leaked concept art accidentally put out there.
Get out.
Sir, if there's anything I can bring.
Get out!
This is insanely huge stuff, guys, because up until today, we almost had no idea what was going to be going down in Avengers Doomsday. We knew Robert Downey Jr. was cast as Doctor Doom, but aside from that, we didn't know what the story would be, what Marvel characters would be showing up, the general idea of the plot. After today with this concept art, that is all changed. So that's exactly what I'll be doing here for you guys, is I'm going to be breaking down this leaked concept art for Avengers Doomsday, giving you my reaction to what I can piece together with some of this art, some of the characters that are now confirmed. Will this lead to delays in Marvel and them changing the story, and also the conspiracies, whether this was even actually a leak or Kevin Feige did it himself. Oh, we're going to be diving into all that here, and I'm for sure risking things on my channel by actually making this video and showing you the concept art, because the last time I did something like this was a couple of years ago, right before Comic-Con, when people found out a lawyer at Marvel had trademarked a couple of names for movies and TV shows. I made a video talking about those leaks, and not even 2 hours later, got an email from Marvel saying, "Take it down, fat boy, or else." Hey, and when Feige tells me to bounce it down, I'm bouncing it down. So this video might end up disappearing, so please like, subscribe for more great movie content, and leave me comments on your theories from what you could piece together with this concept art. All right, so yes, I literally woke up thinking it was going to be a chill Saturday morning. Then I looked at my phone and the internet was going crazy with all these first looks at Avengers Doomsday. It did come from a Marvel employee who put up these photos on their artisan profile, which is a common place a lot of concept artists put up their portfolio, but usually they put up the concept art once the movie's been released and it's all said and done. It's also not even clear whether they made these images public or they were in a private folder, someone got a link to it and then made that public, really screwing over that Marvel artist. And man, I just hope they still have a job and they didn't feel the wrath of Feige. And while the Avengers Doomsday stuff is going to be the main part of this video, there were concept art to other Marvel projects like the Fantastic Four, where that concept art gives us our first look to Julia Garner's Silver Surfer in that movie. That's kind of interesting to see. We also got to look at some canceled Marvel projects. Apparently, there was a time where they were really thinking about making a movie or show called Iron Man 3000 that was going to follow the daughter of Tony Stark, Morgan Stark, taking up the Iron Man mantle. That would have been an interesting TV show, and I would have watched it, honestly. But I guess with them doing Ironheart, they probably thought that was too similar and they just let it go. So that's just some interesting stuff to look at. But now diving into the Avengers Doomsday stuff, I want to start off with this first look at Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom sitting on his throne. My goodness, the aura behind this Doctor Doom is absolutely insane. If they can even pull off 10% of what this concept art does in live action, this is gonna be a crazy Doctor Doom. Not just because of the look, but also because this lets us know they are going to be adapting God Emperor Doom, the most powerful version of Doctor Doom, who stole the Beyonder's powers and became one of the most powerful people in Marvel Comics. And it's even been interesting looking at some of the reactions from Marvel fans, because they are torn. They love this look of Doctor Doom, but they are then again reminded that behind that mask is Robert Downey Jr., and that kind of diminishes their hype for this. I'm still curious about that angle and what's going to be going down. I mean, this concept art shows him wearing the mask. I don't see how you cast Robert Downey Jr., a very memorable big face, but then put a mask on him the whole time. So wonder how that's going to go down. I'm just glad it's not an Iron Man ripoff Doctor Doom suit. This is undeniably Doctor Doom, and he looks awesome. Moving on, I want to go into this concept art of, again, God Emperor Doom sitting on a throne, but if you look around him, everything is really having this medieval vibe. And this again kind of falls in line with the 2015 Secret Wars run, where God Emperor Doom put together Battle World, all these different fragments of different universes, mushed them all into one planet, and Victor Von Doom ruled it with an iron fist, giving this planet an aesthetic that pleases him, and he's going with the medieval tone. There's even other major references to the comics here, because in this concept art by his side, you can see Doctor Strange, who will actually be playing Sheriff Strange. In the comics, this was Doctor Doom's right-hand man who enforced all the laws in Battleworld and made sure everyone stayed in line. From there, you could also see Yelena, who looks to be a knight working for Doctor Doom, who has captured somebody and brought them to Victor Von Doom. Other interesting things people have pointed out is right next to Doctor Doom, you have Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, and Franklin Richards, Reed Richards' son, at the side of Doctor Doom, making it look like Sue Storm is the bride of Victor Von Doom, and you just know that's gonna piss off Reed Richards wherever he is. And this medieval aesthetic is so unexpected. I did not think this would be part of the movie, but now with Doctor Doom as the main villain for this movie, I think it fits, and it definitely goes with his persona if he's trying to make Battleworld all feel kind of like Latveria and also match the way he goes about ruling. The next concept art that is probably my favorite of them all is our first look at Bruce Banner Hulk, She-Hulk, and Hulk's son, Scar, in this same medieval village surrounded by other green people. Fans were quick to point out that in the comics, there was a section of Battleworld that was named Greenland, and this is where all the Hulk characters in the multiverse kind of reside and stayed, and it looks like they're going to be introducing that here in Avengers Doomsday. Absolutely love it, man. I honestly did not know if She-Hulk would be part of this movie. I know people didn't like the She-Hulk show, and while I admit it was not great, I still like She-Hulk, the character, a lot, and I'm happy she's gonna be in here. I think even Bruce Banner Hulk is looking pretty badass in this kind of medieval attire. His son over here no longer has the front fade. Please, let's give him a better haircut. But this is the kind of stuff that is actually really piquing my interest for Avengers Doomsday, and now I'm so curious about this battle world and how it's all going to look, because the whole planet cannot be this medieval aesthetic. There are different lands, islands that are made up of different universes, but it's going to be so intriguing to see how Doctor Doom has so much power. There's like a land of Hulk characters, and they all just obey whatever Doctor Doom says. Another photo revealing to us some unexpected characters I really did not know would be part of this movie. We have here Wong and Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, sitting together with the Young Avengers, looking like they will be a team that'll be put together doing a mission during Avengers Doomsday. It has been rumored that Avengers Doomsday will be a lot like Avengers Infinity War, where if you remember in that movie, it was divided up with different teams all doing something important that contributed to the bigger overall mission. You had the Guardians of the Galaxy team with Thor, you had Iron Man, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man, who then eventually met up with that team. Then you had people on Earth like Captain America, Black Widow, Black Panther, all doing something there. And this looks to be like another team that will be doing some sort of mission. This also gives us kind of our first look at Speed, the grown-up version of one of Wanda's kids. We did meet Wiccan in the Agatha show, and it looks like from now until Avengers Doomsday come out, they're gonna have to introduce Speed to us, and I'm imagining that'll happen in the Vision Quest show, because it'd be weird if they just introduce him for the first time in Doomsday. And again, this is maybe the photo that also brings in the most worry, because in this photo alone, a lot of homework for you to do just to be ready for Avengers Doomsday. Some people get annoyed when I mention the homework you got to do for Marvel, but I'm thinking about some of the casual people who will go into this movie not caught up with Disney Plus stuff, and they're gonna look at this like, wait, Miss Marvel, who are these twins? But I guess someone like me who's caught up with all the homework, I am for sure excited just to see Miss Marvel. You can see her eyeing Wong and looking so admired by him. I think it's also even funny to think about that the Young Avengers are gonna be babysat by Wong and Star-Lord throughout the movie. You know, that's just gonna make for some funny comedy. The only Young Avenger that's kind of missing from this team that I expect to be part of it is America Chavez. We last saw her under Wong's mentorship in the Taj Mahal at the end of Multiverse of Madness. I'm thinking she's got to be here. But there's also this unexpected random Marvel character named Dupe, who you can see here off to the side. I'm not going to pretend like I'm that knowledgeable in everything Marvel. This is definitely a character I had no knowledge of and quickly had to do some research on who he is. And he's essentially an X-Men character that's also a science experiment. Is actually pretty powerful. I'm just going to read off to you his abilities here. Dupe's abilities displayed in the comics thus far have included superhuman strength and durability, flight, regeneration, malleability, and vaguely defined ability to manipulate time or space, and the ability to replicate physical objects by unknown means. So just an OP, super strong X-Men character that'll probably just be reduced to laughs for the movie. But this should also hint to you, this looks like it's part of Battleworld, and if an X-Men is there, we did see X-Men being teased at the end of the Marvels. With Monica Rambeau stuck in that universe, there could be other X-Men popping up in this movie then. Another giant shocking reveal I was stunned by with this concept art is they let us know Avengers Doomsday is going to introduce us to a new Black Panther, most likely a variant from another universe, although some people have also said this could be T'Challa's kid grown up. Either way, I think when things are said and done at the end of Secret Wars, we are for sure looking at the Black Panther that'll be taking over the mantle and continuing on in Chadwick Boseman's place, and I am looking forward to that finally happening. Shuri is still said to be a part of Avengers Doomsday and play a role into the movie, but I think it will lead us into this character eventually taking up the mantle. Through this concept art, people have put together that this looks like the actor Damson Idris, who is also known in the show Snowfall. I've never seen it, so I can't speak to the actor's ability, but some people seem very happy with this choice if they end up going with it. But also be reminded, concept art sometimes uses likeness of actors all the time. It doesn't mean that's exactly who it will be. And just a random concept art photo I have no idea what to make of. We have one here of White Vision with Star-Lord chilling on a couch, just watching TV, drinking beer, and eating pizza. How does this fit in Avengers Doomsday? Some people have mentioned, though, that maybe this isn't from Avengers Doomsday and that it's more going to be part of the Vision Quest TV series coming up. And this could end up being a scene or like a post-credit scene in that leading into Doomsday, because there was even other concept art of a female Ultron bot named Jocasta, who is a real robot created by Ultron in the comics. It looks like she'll be a villain introduced in Vision Quest, and hear me out. Hear me out. So maybe this is actually from Vision Quest, but if it's in Doomsday, man, this movie is packed. A lot of different stuff going on. So much Disney Plus inclusion. I really hope the Russo brothers can mesh this all and make it work. And so those are really the biggest pieces of concept art that have a lot of Marvel fans talking. Getting on to the conspiracy theories on whether this was a purposeful leak by Marvel. I don't like to dive too hard into those theories, but you know, Captain America Brave New World didn't have the numbers they exactly wanted. There's always been rumors in the past that Marvel does this stuff on purpose to build up online hype. And so far, I have not seen them copyright or strike down any of these photos. Maybe it is Marvel trying to generate some hype. I know these photos got me extremely hyped and just intrigued with the movie itself. There's definitely things in these photos that I'm like, I hope that works out. And even then, there's still so much mystery and context missing. It doesn't feel like major spoilers, but more just kind of like the bare surface idea of where they're going within this movie. There's even been some rumors starting up just a few days ago that Marvel might be looking to delay Avengers Doomsday. We've heard reports that they are about to start filming literally like weeks away, but the script isn't finished. And I don't know, in my mind, if I'm a Marvel executive and I purposely leak out, you know, some concept art that could ruin what's going on in the movie, that would be a perfect excuse to be like, hey, this leak happened. Looks like we got to delay the movie, guys. We weren't expecting this. They'll never know we weren't prepared for this and we purposely leaked that. That's how crazy I get with the conspiracies, guys. That's why I don't do it. The other big thing that fans are talking about with these photos is, where's Spider-Man? Where the heck is Spider-Man? And yeah, that's definitely somebody I want to see, because we know 100% for sure Spider-Man will be part of this movie, but he is nowhere to be seen in these concept arts. But this also does lead us to some things we were hearing about with Spider-Man 4. Remember, we were told Spider-Man 4 would take place between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Now with these concept art, we know Earth will be Battleworld, a mixture of all these different multiverses crushed into an Earth. Looks like Spider-Man 4 will be a multiverse story, and that New York will probably be in some weird multiverse island, and we could see Toby, Andrew all be part of the universe there with Spider-Man going off and doing an adventure. No way we could just tell a regular Spider-Man story while all this is happening in the Marvel universe and they've all been mishmashed into this one big Earth. But maybe we'll wait and see, because although the movie will come out after Avengers Doomsday, maybe the movie itself takes place before Avengers Doomsday, so it won't be Battleworld. I don't know, pretty insane to think about, but I toss it off to you guys. What do you think of all these leaks, this concept art, your favorite ones, your theories? I'd love to hear it all down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.